talk about how Tom Sandoval is using the Traitors to sanitize his reputation. So, of course, I'm watching the Traitors. I think it's a very frustrating show to watch because there is like no incentive for them to do well. They're just like voting whoever they want off. And I think there was a weird period in the middle of the season where there were still like 100 people. And then one episode later, there were only 10 people left. And I said, where did everybody go? But the series has been progressing at a clip. I'm excited for the Danielle versus Carolyn showdown tonight. Don't spoil me. I haven't watched it yet. It's 10 p.m. here, so don't tell me what happens. I'm rooting for Gabby because I watched her season. I was rooting for Chriselle, RIP. I'm rooting for Carolyn. I'm not a Survivor person because I need glamour on my reality shows. So we'll see what happens tonight. Don't spoil me. And obviously Dolores, like I'm always going to be a Housewives person. With regards to Sandoval, it's really, really interesting how different his reputation is on this show versus on Vanderpump. Because like, I don't know if he was purposeful in going on this show to like make himself seem like a better person, but the way that he's being perceived now versus the way he was being perceived 6 months ago versus a year ago is crazy. I really do just love looking at old pictures of the Vanderpump Rules cast because they perfectly encapsulate every single fashion trend from 2012 to now, right? Like, I literally, every time I do one of these posts, I'm like, wow, things were crazy back then. They were the OG millennials. But yeah, on Vanderpump Rules, Tom Sandoval was the smart one. He's financially responsible, except for when he buys motorcycles. He is seen as like intelligent, forthright, forthcoming, the stand-up guy of the group, right? Because everyone on Vanderpump Rules is crazy or drunk or evil, he by de facto, by like default, is the good guy. If you only know him from Sandoval, it's kind of shocking to think about how quickly his reputation was cratered by his own actions, I will say. But like to go from being someone who was seen as intelligent and smart and like the leader of the group, right? He cheated on his last girlfriend, Kristen Doty, with Ariana. They dated for 9 years. So while everyone else on the show went through chaos, marriages, divorces, like breakups, getting back together, they were always together. They were always solid, right? They were a very like pragmatic, serious couple. They owned property together. They were doing brain deals together. They were very like financially smart. He was seen as a little bit more responsible with his money because like during COVID, when Sheena and Ariana apparently were both having money problems, he was helping Sheena out. It helps that Sandoval is always foiled by Jax or Schwartz. If you don't watch the show, Jax is this very large, evil, serial cheater. And Tom Schwartz is his best friend. They do everything together. They opened a restaurant together called Tom Tom. But Schwartz is famously a loser. He was an ineffectual man baby, as I said in my last Substack. He kind of needs someone to do everything for him. So Sandoval was seen as the dominant personality in their partnership. And whenever Schwartz dates someone, he needs to date like a mommy because he is useless on his own. Cut to Sandoval, Tom becomes the most hated man in America. He does this crazy article in the New York Times where he compares his cancellation to George Floyd. And like this person said in their comment, the only thing they know about him is that he's a cheater. To go from being seen as the smartest, most financially responsible, like serious guy in your group to be revealed as an evil cheater because he cheated on his girlfriend of 9 years with her best friend. I do not throw the word evil around lightly. I say that because while Ariana was dealing with the deaths of both her dog and her grandmother, he was sleeping with his girlfriend. So then cut to Traitors where now he's like stripped of everything. He's a loser. We all see that he's a loser. It's very clear now. He's having these flop sweat moments. He's kind of an idiot, right? Like it's crazy that on Vanderpump Rules, everyone is dumb, so he looks smart. And now when he's around normal people, you're like, wait, this guy doesn't know what the fuck is happening. Like, he is so bad at the game. And then last week gave us like the best moment where everyone on Reddit was like, oh my God, he's so funny, where he was singing into the phone. And he does these concerts. He like performs or like tours with his little band. I don't know. I see the videos and I scroll because I don't need to be involved in that. But like, it is so wild how quickly everything has changed for him in these 2 years.